What is church? Hey guys, it's Pastor Devin here at the altar. I have a question for you today. What is church? Take a second to think about it. You've probably come up with things like, well, it's a place people go to worship God. But is it just a place, or is it the actual building? Is it the gathering of people? Is it a group, a club? What is it? Well, in the Bible, Matthew chapter 16, verse 18, Jesus uses the word church for the first time in Scripture. And he says that he will build his church upon a certain rock. Now, before I get to the rock that the church is built on, let me just talk a little bit about the word church. The Greek word used here is ecclesia. Now, ecclesia just means a gathering of people in general. It doesn't mean any specific group of people. It just means a gathering of people. But in the way that Jesus uses it, he's not talking about a general group of people. He says upon this rock, upon the rock that he's talking about, right there, you go back just a little ways to what Peter says. And Peter says to Jesus that Jesus is the Christ, Son of the living God. Christ means anointed one, understood to the Jews as Messiah. He's the Messiah, the anointed one, the Son of God. And Jesus says, upon this rock, that Jesus is the Christ, Son of the living God, I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And when you look at that, Jesus is talking about people who believe in Jesus being the Christ, the Son of the living God, and that those people are his church. So you see, church isn't something that we go to according to Jesus' words. It's who we are. And I think that's something that's important, because when we understand the church is who we are, we can understand the job of it, the role that Jesus has called the church to fill. And that role starts with Jesus' last words: go into all the world and preach the gospel. Make witnesses, make disciples. That's what Jesus is talking about. That is not just his message to his disciples, but at the time when he's saying that, he is speaking to the church. And when we look at it that way, you know what it does? It actually causes us to realize, oh, I'm part of that church, and I have a job. And the reason that I felt led to even talk about this and make this video is to show those of you who say that you believe in Jesus, who say that Jesus is Christ, he is the Son of the living God. I want to ask you, what in your life shows that everything you believe is what you believe? You say, what do you mean? Well, you see, I know that when I go out, my car is going to start. But people can know that I believe that because when I go out, I start my car, I get in it, and I drive. See, my actions show that I believe my car to be faithful. If I don't believe my car to be faithful, if I think my car is going to blow up, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to drive it. It's just like if I jump out of an airplane with a parachute, I'm believing that parachute is going to work, and it's going to save me from the impact that otherwise I'd have with the ground. And I put my trust in that parachute. You see, the same way that I trust in that parachute, is the same way that I trust in Jesus. I trust that he is the only thing that I need, and that he saved me. And not just that he saved me, but that he's continuing to do a work in my life. I believe that, and because I believe that, you can see it in my life. I'm a youth pastor, and I'm not saying that if you believe in Jesus, you're going to be a youth pastor. You're going to be in full-time ministry in some capacity or another. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, yes, you are going to tell people about Jesus, and you are going to be a witness if you are the church. So my question is this: are you the church? God bless you. See you next time.